Observe the alignment of the chakras with the Bovis scale. This reveals the path to higher consciousness.
There are days when the exhaustion isn't even physical. It's in the soul. We strive, we fight, we push life forward, and it seems like nothing gets done. Then you look around and see people who seem to have been born with their butts facing the moon, where everything flows easily. It gives a feeling of injustice, doesn't it? I've felt that way before. But reflecting deeply on it, I came to a difficult conclusion. It's not luck. It never was. It's something you're emitting now, silently, a frequency. Think about it. At this very moment, you are vibrating in one of 9 possible dimensions of reality. The silent tragedy is that the vast majority of people live and die trapped in the 3 worst, in density, without even knowing that there is a way out. But there is. I want to share something serious with you today, an ancient technique of Thoth. It's not just for you to know where you are. It's a map to climb to those dimensions where life breathes, where money is a consequence and not a struggle. But I need to be honest with you. Energy is relentless. A single mistake, a silly misalignment in your vibration can create a domino effect that paralyzes everything. It's subtle but devastating. Stay with me, let's understand this together until the end. Because this key changes the game. If you feel it's time to take control, declare below, I am the master of my energy. The secret code of the universe. You know, for a while I thought I understood things. We learn in school that the world is made of matter, of things we can touch. But then you stumble upon some ideas that turn your world upside down. Look at your hand now. It seems so real, so solid. But the naked truth is that it's almost a ghost, a whirlwind of energy vibrating in an immense void. And if your hand is like that, imagine the rest. The chair, the air, the whole planet, everything dances to a music we don't hear. A secret vibration. It's not crazy talk, it's the most fundamental physics that exists. Every little thing, living or dead, has its own song. And the craziest thing, you're right in the middle of this stage. And here's where things get personal. You're not just an audience member at this cosmic show. Not at all. You're one of the musicians, perhaps the main one. Every second, your thoughts, your fears, your joys, all of that is being transmitted to the universe like a radio signal. It's the sum of who you are, and this transmission is, in truth, shaping the reality you see. The people who appear, the doors that close, the money that's lacking or abundant, all of that is an echo of the station you're tuned into. It's sad to think that most of us live our entire lives without realizing we have this amazing radio station in our hands. We feel like a leaf in the wind, blaming luck or fate. We react to what happens without realizing that, in reality, the world is reacting to us. We believe that reality is this hard, fixed thing out there. But it's more like a mirror of water, faithfully reflecting the storm or the calm that goes on inside us. It's a perfect system, but for almost everyone, it works on autopilot. But what if you could wake up? What if, instead of being an unintentionally static-filled amateur radio operator, you could sit in the director's chair at your own station? Just imagine the power to change the music, to leave behind that radio station that only plays misfortune, fear, and bills to pay, and tune into the frequency of luck, confidence, and things going right. This isn't a distant dream. It's a skill, an ancient knowledge that for some reason has remained hidden for too long. The first step is a mental shift. You need to stop seeing yourself as just a piece of flesh and bone. You don't have a soul. You are a soul taking a temporary stroll in a body. And your soul, your essence, doesn't speak Portuguese. It speaks in vibrations. Your energy is telling a story to the universe, and that story is your life. The question that really matters isn't what's happening to me, but rather what story is my energy telling right now. This invisible history is what decides whether life will be light or a burden. It's what tunes or detunes your relationships, your health, your bank account. Everything, what you experience today, is an echo of yesterday's vibration. So if you want a different tomorrow, it's no use trying to fix things outside. The cleaning has to start from within, deciphering your own transmission. And this transmission doesn't come from just one place. It's generated by 7 hidden power plants inside you, and most of us don't even know they exist. And this is precisely where most people feel lost. They realize they need to change the station, but they don't know where the buttons are. If you feel like you're operating a powerful system, but without the instruction manual, I've prepared something to help you. The guide, the Thoth Code. The Architect. It focuses on re-engineering your mind so it can handle the voltage of this new reality. It's for those who want to stop being just a static-filled radio and start being the director of their own frequency. I've left direct access for you in the first pinned comment. It's worth checking out before we dive into the details of these power plants now. The 7 hidden engines in your body. The story your energy tells doesn't spring from nothing. It's created in 7 power points, aligned from the base of your spine to the top of your head. Some call them chakras, but let's simplify. Think of them as 7 powerful engines, each taking care of a part of your life. They are the power plants that generate your frequency. When they are perfectly tuned, life flows beautifully. But if one of them fails, the whole system malfunctions. The first engine, way down at the very end of the column, is your foundation. It takes care of your sense of security, your finances, your connection to the ground. When it's running smoothly, you feel safe, at home, capable of handling things. But if it falters, what comes is a fear that won't leave you, constant anxiety about money, and that feeling of not belonging anywhere. It's the root. If the root is weak, the whole tree shakes. Moving up a little, below the navel, lies the second engine. It's the home of your creativity, your passion, your zest for life. When it vibrates strongly, you feel inspired, alive, connected to your emotions. If it stalls, creative block sets in, apathy sets in, relationship problems arise, and that inability to find pleasure in the little things. It's the engine that colors life. Without it, everything becomes somewhat gray. In the pit of your stomach resides the third engine, the furnace of your personal power. This is where your willpower, self-confidence, and courage to decide and act come from. A strong engine here gives you the drive to pursue your dreams and say no when necessary. If it's weak, you become a doormat, indecisive, with low self-esteem, letting others control your life. It's your command center. Without it, you only obey. In the center of your chest, the fourth engine beats, and this is the one that changes the game. The heart. It not only takes care of love and forgiveness, but it generates a magnetic field thousands of times stronger than that of the brain. It is this field that truly connects or repels people from you. An open heart attracts good people, creates a cozy vibe. A heart closed by resentment, by pain, acts as a repellent of affection, creating an invisible barrier that no one can cross. In your throat, the fifth engine works, the one that powers your voice in the world. It's through this engine that your truth emerges. When it's in tune, you speak clearly and confidently. People listen to you. An imbalance here, and you swallow your pride. You're afraid to take a stand, or you become a chatterbox who doesn't listen to anyone. It's the bridge between what you feel and what the world hears. If the bridge collapses, you become isolated, feeling perpetually misunderstood. And a failure here can cut off power to the more important engines that follow, causing a general collapse. The energy that these 7 engines produce doesn't stay trapped inside you. It leaks out, it radiates outwards, and creates a force field around you, like a cocoon of light that no one sees. Your aura. And this isn't wishful thinking. It's a real bioenergetic field interacting with the world right now. Think of it as your personal shield, your first line of defense, and at the same time, your calling card to the universe. The quality of this shield is what, in the end, we call luck or misfortune. When your 7 engines are running at full steam, clean and in harmony, they generate a strong and coherent energy. This energy forms a dense, bright aura. Such a shield is a natural repellent against negativity. Envy, the evil eye, the heavy energy of a place, someone's malicious criticism, all of this bounces off your shield and bounces back. It doesn't affect you. That's why some people seem to go through life immune to chaos, as if they had otherworldly luck. It's not luck. It's a strong shield. Now imagine the opposite. If one or more engines are weak, blocked, the energy they generate is weak. The aura layer corresponding to it becomes thin, full of holes like a sieve. It's a hole in your armor. This gap not only leaves you vulnerable to the bad energy of others and places which enters and drains your vitality, but also acts as a leak, wasting your own precious energy. This vulnerability manifests itself in very practical ways. Have you ever felt completely drained after talking to someone or spending time in a place? It's a clear sign that your shield is weak. You've become a sponge, absorbing the problems and emotions of others, and you feel tired, irritated, or sad without knowing why. More than a shield, your aura is a luminous billboard that shouts to the universe who you truly are inside. It shows your strengths and especially your weaknesses. If you have a hole in your shield in the area of your personal power, for example, you are transmitting a signal that says, "You can step on me." And the universe, which only understands synchronicity, sends you more situations to be stepped on until you finally decide to fix this flaw. The key is that the strength of your shield doesn't depend on anything outside. No one can break your aura if it's strong. Its integrity is a direct reflection of the health of your inner workings. The origin of all vulnerability is not in the cruel world, but within you, in a place we avoid looking at all costs. The factory of your reality. So we arrive at the source. Where, after all, does this frequency originate? What fuels the 7 engines and builds its shield? The answer isn't found in some mystical place. It's in the silent factory that operates inside your head and chest 24 hours a day. It's your most deeply ingrained beliefs, the thoughts you endlessly repeat, and the emotions you feel. Together, they are the raw material of your vibration. Think about it practically. Every thought is a real electrical pulse. Every emotion, a magnetic field. Together, they create your personal electromagnetic field, your signature. If your internal factory only produces thoughts of fear, doubt, and scarcity, and emotions of anger, sadness, and anxiety, the signal you emit is low chaotic. The universe, like a mirror, only gives you back more reasons to feel all of that. It's a vicious cycle. On the other hand, if you consciously decide to produce thoughts of confidence, gratitude, and possibility, and cultivate feelings of love, joy, and peace, your signal becomes clean, strong, and high frequency. This vibration tunes your life to opportunities, happy encounters, and a flow of well-being. The world doesn't change. It rearranges itself to match your new music. You don't attract what you want, you attract what you are. The problem is that most of us leave this factory on autopilot. We are held hostage by programs installed in childhood, by limiting beliefs we picked up from society, by emotional reactions that have become habits. We wake up and immediately let our minds race with worries without realizing that, at that exact moment, we are asking the universe for more of the same. Taking control of this internal production is the most powerful act a human being can perform. This means becoming a guardian of your own thoughts. It means challenging your beliefs. Is this idea that money is dirty really mine, or have I heard it my whole life? It means learning to feel an emotion without being swallowed by it. It's inner work, and often a drag, because it forces you to confront the shadows you yourself have created. But it's the only way to free yourself from the illusion that your happiness depends on something or someone outside. When this factory is out of whack for too long, producing toxic waste, the whole system overloads. The energy generated is of very poor quality. The shield weakens, and then as a last resort, the body begins to cry out for help. Your body is the end point, the panel where the emergency lights start flashing when your energy is in chaos. Disharmony is not an abstract idea. It becomes real, concrete, and often painful. Think of your body as the most sincere messenger you have. It doesn't lie. It only reflects the state of your energy. And when your internal factory is producing vibrational waste, it's the body that pays the price with symptoms that are, in fact, cries for help. That heartburn or gastritis that just won't go away, for example. You blame the food, the stress, but energetically, this is a classic sign that your third engine, the one of personal power, is overloaded. It could be swallowed anger, frustrations you haven't been able to digest, situations where you felt powerless. Your stomach is literally trying to process energy that isn't food, and the result is pain. And that sore throat that always appears before an important meeting or a difficult conversation.
Before you leave, take a slow breath and ask yourself one honest question. Where is my frequency truly vibrating right now? Not where I wish it to be, not where I pretend it is, but where it actually lives. In my daily thoughts, in my reactions, in the way I see myself when no one is watching. Because your dimension is not a place you travel to. It's a state you grow into. If your mind is filled with fear, comparison, and doubt, then your energy is anchored in survival. If your heart is learning to trust, to forgive, and to believe in possibility, then you are already rising. And if you've started to feel a quiet sense of peace, even in chaos, then something inside you is awakening to a higher level of awareness. This is your real test. Not a score, not a label, just a moment of truth. Every thought you repeat becomes a signal. Every emotion you hold becomes a direction. Every choice you make becomes a step into a new layer of reality. And the most powerful part is this. You are not stuck in one dimension forever. You can shift, slowly, gently, consciously. Tonight, as you sit in silence, notice what you feel the most. Is it tension? Is it hope? Is it curiosity? That feeling is your current frequency speaking to you. But remember, awareness itself is a doorway. The moment you observe your state without fear, you begin to change it. The moment you choose growth instead of comfort, your vibration moves. The moment you believe that something greater is possible, your reality starts listening. So don't rush, don't force, just become aware. Because the dimension you seek isn't somewhere far away. It's forming right now inside you.